What's an unwritten rule in your household that would seem bizarre to outsiders? It started as a joke during our first big fight when I sarcastically grabbed her hand and said, I can't take you seriously when I'm touching you. But something weird happened. We both calmed down instantly, so we made it a rule. No matter how heated things get, we have to maintain physical contact. You try staying mad when you're awkwardly holding hands with the person you're yelling at. It's impossible. Last month, my brother-in-law Mark came to stay with us for a week after his divorce. The night he arrived, his eyes were still red from crying, and he barely spoke during dinner. Sarah and I exchanged worried glances. We'd never seen him like this. His ex-wife had blindsided him after 8 years of marriage, claiming they'd grown apart and stopped communicating. The irony wasn't lost on us. Just 3 days into his stay, he walked into the kitchen just as Sarah and I were having a pretty intense disagreement about our budget. There we were, gripping each other's hands while I was saying, that's absolutely ridiculous, and you know it, and she was firing back about my financial irresponsibility. My voice was rising, and Sarah's jaw was clenched, a sign she was genuinely upset, but our fingers remained interlaced the entire time. Mark froze in the doorway, looking completely confused. Are you guys fighting or making up? He asked. We hadn't even realized how strange it must look to an outsider. Both, Sarah answered without missing a beat, still squeezing my hand so tight my fingers were turning white. It's our rule. We hold hands during arguments. Mark laughed, thinking it was a joke until he realized we were dead serious. His smile faded, replaced by something between fascination and heartache. That's actually kind of beautiful, he whispered, then quickly left the room. Later that night, I found him on the back porch, staring at his wedding band, which he still hadn't taken off. Throughout his stay, he witnessed 3 more hand-holding arguments, each one making him more uncomfortable than the last. During a particularly heated one about my mother's upcoming visit, I caught him watching us with tears in his eyes. He quickly wiped them away when he noticed me looking. During dinner one night, after his 3rd glass of wine, he mumbled that his ex-wife wouldn't even look at him during fights, let alone touch him. His voice cracked when he added, maybe that was the problem all along. Sarah reached across the table and squeezed his hand. No words needed. The weirdest part is how effective it's been for us. In 7 years of marriage, we've never gone to bed angry, because it's virtually impossible to stay mad when you're physically connected. Even during our worst fight, when Sarah lost her job and I stupidly suggested it was because she wasn't trying hard enough, she grabbed my hand so hard it hurt, tears streaming down her face as she told me exactly how that made her feel. I listened, because I couldn't walk away. Our therapist actually started recommending it to other couples. The day before Mark left, he asked us how we came up with the rule. Sarah told him about our early days, how we were both stubborn and would storm off during arguments, letting resentment build. Holding hands forces us to stay and work through it, she explained. It reminds us that we're on the same team, even when it doesn't feel like it. Mark nodded slowly, turning his wedding band one last time before slipping it into his pocket. Last week at a family dinner, my mom and dad got into it about directions. Without saying a word, Sarah grabbed their hands and forced them together. The whole table went silent. Then everyone burst out laughing, even my parents. Sometimes I wonder if Mark and his ex might still be together if they just held hands while arguing about whose turn it was to do the dishes.